a significant role in our daily life. For example, contract of selling and buying, insurance contract, contract in business or business contract. Sometimes we enter into contract when you join a service or a job. That is known as a service contract. That means contract plays an important role in our day-to-day life. So whatever things we are reading in theory, all these things will be made applicable in a practical life. That is why this paper is very important for all of us. Sometimes we enter into contract without thinking that it is a contract. वो सोच नहीं आ रहा है हमारे मन में कि एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, but actually it is a contract. I will give you an example. When you purchase a cinema ticket, you have already entered into a contract, an agreement between you and the owner. Whatever things are there written on the body of that ticket, that you have to abide by. But you don't know it is a contract. When you purchase a lottery ticket, it is also a contract. When you, as I gave you the example earlier, when you give your sari for dry cleaning or coat for dry cleaning, the dry cleaner gives a receipt. At that time also you entered into a contract. When you go to a computer repairing shop, you give your computer and get a receipt for your repair. You have already entered into the contract. So this is, contract is applicable in our day-to-day life. So it plays an important role in our day-to-day life. Sometimes knowingly you do, sometimes also unknowingly you enter into contract. You don't know that it is a contract, but you have already entered. When you sign an insurance paper, you don't ask anything, you simply sign. But you have already entered into a contract. So these are the things which we face in our daily life. Next point, very important. Contract is not only made between two individuals or two persons. Contract is also made between two companies. And that is very important also. When you enter into company as a manager, because as you know, the law degree holders are preferred in companies to the general degree holders, because you know everything of law, including the law of contract. And I tell you here itself, the companies mostly execute contracts either with persons or with other companies. So this law of contract is very much applicable there. So contract is executed not only between two persons, but also between a person and a company, between a company and another company, between government and the company, between individual and the government. You know, individuals are coming, the businessmen, they are coming and entering into the contract with the state government. Sometimes voluntary organizations also, they go for a contract. So like this, contract is spread all over, not only individually, but also by company, by government agencies. by voluntary organizations, contracts are done, contracts are performed, contracts are executed. In our daily life also, we sell a house, we purchase a house, we sell a land, we purchase a land, we execute a contract. So that is why this paper is very important for you. Now, as I told you, we are discussing now agreement. All of us have already come to conclusion that agreement can be made only when there are two parties. The parties may be more than two, but minimum two parties. So what happens when an agreement is done between two parties? Can anybody tell how an agreement is made between two parties? The process of agreement.
Mutual consent, sir.
Mutual, but suppose you want to purchase a house from B, how that process begins? Please go little bit detail, little bit deeper, sorry. Please go little bit deeper. You want to purchase a house from somebody. How the process starts? How that agreement process starts?
Sir,
Please
you will
tell me.
find an interested party first.
Yes. Sometimes the party who wants to sell a house, he makes an offer. I want to sell my car. I make an offer. I make an offer. Yeah, I want to sell my house. I want to sell my house. Either by way of advertisement or by any other communication. When I make an advertisement, it becomes a general offer. Is not it? And any individual can say, I accept it. Then agreement is done. Agreement comes into existence. So proposal plus acceptance is equal to agreement. A person gives proposal, the other person accepts the proposal, then agreement comes into existence. एक व्यक्ति प्रपोजल दे रहा है, दूसरा व्यक्ति प्रपोजल को एक्सेप्ट कर रहा है, तब वो एग्रीमेंट होता है. और प्लीज रिमेंबर दैट एग्रीमेंट इज द फर्स्ट स्टेज ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. ये जो छोटी छोटी बातें हैं, ये भी एक एग्जामिनेशन का क्वेश्चन है कि हाउ एन एग्रीमेंट कम्स इनटू फोर्स और एग्जिस्टेंस, हाउ एन एग्रीमेंट इज रीच्ड एट. So a particular person makes a proposal, another person accepts the proposal, agreement comes into existence, finished. But here तो finish नहीं होगा और आगे थोड़ा जाना पड़ेगा. The person who makes the offer is known as, please write down, the person who makes the offer is known as offerer.
Both are acceptance.
And the other person who accepts the proposal, he is known as offeree.
Correct.
Offerer, offeree.
Yes.
There are three synonyms: promiser, promisee. A particular person promises, I will give you this house. The other person says, yes, I will give you 5 lakhs rupees. So the person who proposes is a proposer, is an offerer, is a promiser.
Right.
This is interesting. The person who makes a proposal is a proposer, is an offerer, is a promiser also.
Right.
The other person is an offeree, is a promisee, is an acceptor. Acceptor, proposer, acceptor, offerer, offeree, promiser, promisee. वो डबल ई होगा, promisee डबल ई, offeree डबल ई, acceptor, acceptor होगा बस. You see, these things again you will write. Otherwise कैसे आगे बढ़ेंगे हम? ये तो एक फुल स्टॉप तो नहीं देंगे. We have to बढ़ना है आगे. एक आंसर कंप्लीट करने के लिए डिटेल लिखना पड़ेगा. तो ये हो गया. इसके बाद एक बड़ा पॉइंट आ रहा है. आपका ऑफर आप कैसे कम्युनिकेट करेंगे? You can communicate by various media. You can communicate. Please tell me. You can communicate by post. I want to sell my house. You can talk over phone, but ultimately to get a document, you will write, I want to sell a house. So you put that particular, if that person agrees, you put, so I want to sell my house to you. Do you want to purchase? So if you want to purchase, you have to pay 5 lakhs rupees. So you make a communication by post. Verbal communication you can make, but it is difficult to prove. Suppose over phone you are talking and it is confirmed. But how to get a record? You have to again go to the phone details. Why? Unnecessary. You can make a correspondence by post. You can also make a correspondence by, please tell me, the another way of communication. Very easy nowadays.
By
Email.
Yes. By email. Because nowadays e-contract is valid. E-contract means electronic contract. Electronic contract means what? Your signature.
Yes.
Now
Digital signature.
electronic digital signature is valid.
Mandatory.
Yes.
Important and mandatory.
So you can communicate by post. You can communicate by email.
Yes, sir.
I think it is very interesting also. Now point is, the person who offers or make a communication of his offer, suppose he has communicated by email, which is very, very easy nowadays. And the person who has to accept it, the email has not reached to him. Will that offer be complete?
No, sir.
Will that proposal be complete?
No, it won't be.
No, sir, no.
Very good. So now the question is, the proposal or the offer will be complete only when it comes to the knowledge of the offeree, promisee, acceptor.
Yes.
Okay. ये next आगे जाना है ना?
Yes, sir.
Now the offeree accepted it. How he will communicate his acceptance? He will communicate the acceptance by email. Yes, I agree to purchase your house. I also promise to pay you 5 lakhs rupees. He communicated by email. Once he sends the email, can he now withdraw that email? Suppose you have already sent an email to somebody else, to the offerer. Can you now again withdraw it?
There is an option to recall the email, but not sure if that will be acceptable by law.
Not, once you put that email, you have no power to again withdraw.
Yes.
So there is a saying, once you agree, once you accept the proposal and put that proposal in the way of communication, then, and you have no power to again withdraw that proposal, that acceptance, then even if it has not reached the knowledge of the offerer, it is valid. Because you have no power, na. You have already put that. So there is a saying, acceptance to the offer as a matchstick to the gunpowder. Once you put that matchstick before the gunpowder, automatically it bursts. Similarly, once you put that acceptance letter in the email, you have agreed. In the process of communication, once you put that particular acceptance letter in the process of communication, automatically that will reach or may not reach, but you have to accept it.
Yes, sir.
You have to. You cannot say, no, I will not accept. Because you have already put that your willingness in the process of communication. Communication rasta mein aap dal diya.
But sir, excuse me, sir.
हाँ,
But sir, without two parties concern, if they are not receiving that,
because
if I am
it is
sending,
already, if you verify, if it will be verified, documentary evidence, then it is. I have given the proposal. You have accepted. That's
yeah,
all.
but
हो गया ना?
that maybe
Once, yes, please tell me when you have given the consent, when you have given the approval, whether your consent is taken or not.
Yes, properly read.
Yes, sir.
Then how do you now say that I have no intention?
Yes.
Later on, if,
When I gave the offer, the other party accepted it. So
yes, sir. But sometimes,
sometimes
excuse
yeah,
me, sir.
sometimes when you have
Sometimes-
accepted it, sometimes you accepted it, sometimes you don't.
No,
accept.
no. I am not saying that one. I am saying that sometimes in agreement also, even though he is giving an offer, like having some discount offers or something,
नहीं
or
नहीं हो गया
negotiable,
again आप
then-
ऑफर को चला गया नहीं वो ऑफर में मत जाओ. Now you are discussing about the
Like-
acceptance.
Sir, like a insurance policy. The agent come our home and directly said, just I provide the form and you just sign here
Signing.
and done. That is the main issue, no, sir. We are not
So no,
properly
Mona
read
Lisa.
it.
Mona
Yes, sir.
Lisa, I will clear.
Yes, sir.
I will clear. Suppose a person offers, the other party accepts, but
Yes,
we
sir.
are discussing about the communication.
Yes.
Okay. Means
Communication.
like
the-
that is
the-
also agreement.
No, communication of the offer is complete only when it comes to the knowledge of the acceptor. But
Yes.
communication of the acceptance is complete only when it is put in the process of communication. Bas.
Yes.
Because once you make up your mind that I will purchase, then only you will write in the email.
Yeah, but sometimes they are giving some negotiable prices. Okay,
वो
yeah,
बात
that
अलग है.
price
अरे वो बात अलग है. Once you agree to purchase, once you accept and put that thing in you, prior to that you all discuss about these things. Yeah, I will only accept
No,
only when
actually, I
all these
was
things.
thinking that I am interested to purchase, but I'm not accepting that offer.
Then
I'm
go
saying-
on, then that is not complete. I am telling
That's
you,
what I'm saying.
once you accept it and put that acceptance in email, yes, I agree. That
Okay.
email by chance or doesn't reach, then how does it mean? You have already agreed, no? You have shown your willingness.
Yes, willingness is not like I am purchasing. Willingness, like
What?
I'm going
You are willingness is not purchasing. So what will how your consent will be taken?
No, sir, I am telling that if someone is giving an offer like this house is selling for 5 lakhs, but the price can be negotiable, then I will put a mail to them that I am ready to purchase, but what would be the price? Means price is not confirmed yet, but I am putting in mail. Then that is only not a legal process. No, that is only
No,
I am
That is
confirming that.
not. That is a conditional acceptance.
Okay.
The
Okay.
acceptance must be absolute.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I agree, but not conditional.
Got it, your point, sir. Thank you.
Whenever you are accepting, you must accept in toto and unconditionally. Please record it.
Hi, sir.
Everything must be in toto, not partially like this. You have to accept in toto and unconditionally. Condition, if you put the condition and if he agrees to the condition, then only that will convert it into acceptance. There may be conditional acceptance.
Hi, sir.
There may
this is
be.
Soumya.
Okay.
But that has to be agreed by them. So at that time, your acceptance is incomplete. It is
Yeah.
a conditional.
Yes, yes.
It is a conditional acceptance.
Got it your point, sir. Thank you.
That's it.
Hi, sir. Hi, sir. This is Soumya, sir. Soumya, sir.
Swami Boli.
Sir, one thing I have to tell actually, sir, better there is a doubt clearing class at the end of the section. It's better for all.
No
the
problem. No problem.
Because,
Okay.
because there is no disturbance of the classes in the beginning.
No problem. Okay. No problem.
better
हाँ,
my
हो गया,
friend-
हो गया.
better
हो गया,
my friend
कभी-कभी
do
हो
it.
जाता है. कभी-कभी ऐसा हो जाता है. So in
Right,
order to
right.
enter into an agreement, the proposal offer must be accepted by the other party. So where I wanted to know, I told you also earlier, the definition of proposal is given in which section?
Yes.
I told you all definitions are given section 2. All definitions are given in section 2. You have forgotten. So proper definition of the proposal is given in section 2 within bracket A.
Section 2, bracket A.
You have not yet purchased. Okay.
Yes.
The proposal or the offer must be communicated, and once it is communicated, so it will be complete only when it reaches the knowledge of the acceptor. So the offer may be a specific offer, that is A to B, or it may be a general offer through advertisement. Offer may be of two kinds. One is specific, another is general. General offers are made by way of advertisement. Specific offer is made in between two persons. Then communication. We discussed that there is a disturbance. So we are discussing about communication. Communication of the offer is in section 4. Hello. Communication of offer.
Kindly everybody do the switch of the mic, please. It is disturbance to the SAR, sir. Kindly everybody, sir. Yes, thank you.
So
proceed,
first
sir.
of all, we discussed about what is offer, what is accept. Then communication. Definition of the offer is given in section 2A. Communication in section 4. Communication of the offer is in section 4. So communication is complete. Communication of the offer is complete when it comes to the knowledge of the offeree. So ho gaya. Now the second thing is revocation. Revocation means withdrawal or reject. So offer can also be rejected. Okay? Communication and rejection also. So that revocation is also defined in section 4 of the Indian Contract Act. So when revocation of the offer can be made, revocation of the offer can be made before the communication of acceptance by the other party. Clear? Before the other party accepts it, you have to
So just
withdraw.
given an example. Sir.
Yes. Once the other party has given his acceptance, then you cannot revoke, you cannot withdraw, you cannot reject, you have to pay compensation. So there is also communication and revocation. So proposal, definition, then communication of the proposal, then revocation of the proposal. Like this, acceptance. Acceptance is also defined in section 2B. I am just telling you in such a way that you will record everything in your mind. There is no need to read again at home. Acceptance is defined in section 2B of the Indian Contract Act. When the person to whom the proposal is made and he gives his approval or assent, the offer is said to be accepted. The offer is said to be accepted then when the person to whom the offer is made gives his approval. When the person to whom the offer is made gives his approval, yes, approval, then it is acceptance. What is acceptance? When the person to whom the proposal is made gives his approval. Thus, the proposal when accepted becomes an agreement, a promise. When a proposal is accepted, it becomes an agreement, it becomes a promise. And all of you know, promise is nothing but a consideration. I promise to sell my house to B, you promise to give 5 lakhs to me. So it is exchange of promises, exchange of consideration. One promise is the consideration for the other. The promise by the other party is a consideration for the one person. So exchange of promise is exchange of consideration. You see, there should be no confusion. I promise to sell my house to B. So what is the consideration for B? House. B wants to give 5 lakhs to A. What is the consideration for A? 5 lakhs. So one's promise is a consideration for the other party and vice versa. Now, A offers to B to sell his house by email. B gives reply to that email saying that he accepts the offer. It is an acceptance expressed. It is expressed acceptance. Sometimes the acceptance is also implied. Sometimes the acceptance is also implied. There may be a short question. When the acceptance is implied in case of auction sale. When a particular thing or house will be auctioned, a particular person says 5 lakhs. How the acceptance is made? Not by expression. Please tell me how that acceptance is made. Not by impliedly. There is a
raising
bidding.
hands.
By striking the hammer 3 times.
Correct.
By striking the hammer 3 times. So this is an implied acceptance. Please remember. Implied acceptance is not expressly done. 5 lakhs A, 5 lakhs B, 5 lakhs C. Acceptance. Ho gaya. So these are the things you have to remember. When
Properly,
we
I'm
are
not understood, sir. If you again telling employed acceptance,
pardon?
employed acceptance, sir.
Yeah. And another point, very important, please note down. Mere silence is not acceptance. I wrote to an email, you remain silent. How long you will? How long I will wait? So there is also a time limit for acceptance. Therefore, in the offer letter itself, we write the time limit. Please record it. Please reply within such and such time. When you make an advertisement, you tell your application must reach within such and such date. Is not it? So for the purpose of acceptance, there is a time limit. Clear? Now, communication of acceptance. As I told you, communication of the offer is in section 4. Communication of acceptance is also in section 4. So communication of acceptance is complete when the acceptance is put in the course of transmission, so that it will be out of the power of the acceptor to withdraw. But sometimes it is to be, sometimes if it does not come to the knowledge of the proposer, so what will happen? That is sometimes considered that it should come to the knowledge of the proposer, but not necessarily. Why? There is also revocation of the acceptance. So when revocation will be made, an acceptance may be revoked before communication of the acceptance. Please note down. When acceptance can be revoked? When offer can be revoked? Offer can be revoked before acceptance. Acceptance can be revoked before communication of the acceptance. You see, this is the difference. Offer can be revoked before acceptance. Acceptance can be revoked before communication. Because once you communicate, it is done. That is why these are the things which you have to remember. In case of agreement, there may be a question, discuss offer and acceptance. As a matter of fact, in your first unit itself, if you go to the syllabus, you will find nature of the contract. We have already essential elements and kinds of contract agreement. We have already essential elements. I told you agreement, all those things. Offer, proposal, communication, revocation. You see, acceptance, definition, communication, and revocation. There are two topics. Consideration, we have already discussed. Then standard form of contract, e-contract, we have already discussed. E-contract. So first unit is complete with this. But we have to study. You have to study everything. I told you the course will be complete also when we discuss these 8 points. So today we have completed agreement. Now the next point is free consent. I will give you an outline idea about what is free consent. Free consent means meeting of the minds of the parties. What did I tell you? Free consent means meeting of the mind. सबका मन एक होना चाहिए, तब होता है consent. एक नहीं होगा तो contract नहीं होगा. Agreement will not be recognized by law. Once the agreement is not done according to free consent, according to the meeting of the mind, the agreement is cannot be enforceable and contract is not valid. So the free consent means meeting of the minds of the parties to the contract. And there is a terminology. Please record, please note down the terminology. It is known as consensus ad idem. Consensus. Consensus, all of you know, it must be done by consensus. अब कभी कभी पार्लियामेंट में, स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर में बात होता है, देयर मस्ट बी कंसेंसस. कंसेंसस का अर्थ ये है कि एग्रीड ओपिनियन, ऑल मस्ट एग्री, एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड कंसेंसस. कंसेंसस एड मीन्स एडी, कैपिटल ए कैपिटल डी. इडम, IDEM, I capital, IDEM. So the terminology is known as consensus ad idem. So in the law of contract, this particular terminology is very important, and it is applicable in a day-to-day life also. When all must have to agree, we use the terminology consensus ad idem. That means there must be approval or consent of all the parties to the contract. how the parties to a contract must agree to the same thing. To the same thing. There should not be any misrepresentation. To the same thing. And suppose they don't understand the same thing, then there will be a problem. We understand something, the thing may be something, but we understand in a different way. So this is called misrepresentation. I want to purchase a particular house, but you think that the house is somewhere. So that is misrepresentation. So the same thing, everybody must agree to the same thing. So when a consent to an agreement is, when a consent will not be free, a consent will not be, there must be free consent. So free consent means all must agree to the same thing. There must be meeting of the mind of all parties, which is known as a consensus ad idem. Suppose the consent, when the consent is not free, when the consent is not free under the following circumstances, and there will be a question. There will be a question on this. Discuss about free consent. Then you have to write first paragraph. That what is free consent means, meeting of the minds and all details. Then you will write a contract is the consent is not free when it is caused by, when there are following things. What are those following things? 5. Number 1, coercion. 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 All of you know coercion. Coercion. Second, undue influence. Third, fraud. Fourth, misrepresentation. Fifth, mistake. Fifth is a mistake. So these are the things we have to read when there is a question of free consent. So when there will be a question of free consent, we have to read all these things. So first thing is coercion. What do you mean by coercion? First, I told you coercion is defined in section 15. I told you now, all those things are there. So explain, everything is explained. पहले आउटलाइन आइडिया में दिया था, उस समय में बोल दिया था, ये सारे एक्सप्लेन कर रहा है, वो कब वैलिड है, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट सेक्शन 2 के बाद बोला नहीं, सेक्शन 3 से. तो ये जो कोयर्सन है, coercion is defined in section 1.5. Undue influence is defined in section 1.6. Fraud is defined in section 1.7. Misrepresentation is defined in section 1.8. And mistake is defined in section 20, 21, 22. Bas. Okay. So today we will discuss first one, coercion. Coercion means, suppose, hey, you have to purchase my house, or the person will say, hey, you have to sell your house. That means force. Coercion means force. If consent is taken by force, by coercion, then it is not free consent. When the consent is taken by coercion or by force, it is not free consent, full stop. And section 1.5 of the Indian Contract Act defines what is coercion. Do you all agree with me?
Yes,
Coercion.
sir.
So you please read the other things. I told you that it starts with section 1.5, ends with section 22. And you get some idea. about what is the free consent and when it will not be free consent. And please read all those things and we will discuss. Now my point is, tomorrow there is a Human Rights Day. And we will hold a meeting on Human Rights Day. I am also inviting a police officer of Human Rights Protection Cell. The time will be communicated to all of you. And please be online during that particular time. So today, with this, we will put an end to the present lecture. Tomorrow, we will wait for the Human Rights Day lecture. Okay?
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you
Yes,
very
sir.
much.
Sir,
Thank you,
Any
sir.
problem?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Anything, any doubt, please ask me.
Sir, one thing I have doubt. Could you please
Uh.
this subject? Sir?
Boli.
Please give this note about this subject, sir.
Note. Oh, no, this is they see that you see, you are all graduates. If I will give notes, what you will do, you will take that notes and put it in the examination rate. That is the whole problem. As it is, so you are putting the market notes. So I wanted to know, I wanted to see all of you, that means an experts in the field of contract. Whenever you notes, it is there are so many books which are very easy to understand. ऐसे तो मैं बोलता हूँ इतना easily, simple language में, that is understood. So you please attend my classes. I am taking hardly 3 to 4 classes in a week. So you please attend and please get all the doubts clarified only in my class. There is with one particular saying, I will stop my lecture. There is a saying, and you must have read that saying on the walls also, that if you are satisfied with me, don't tell me to tell others. But if you are dissatisfied with me, don't tell others, tell me.
Correct, sir. Thank you, sir.
How is it? If you are satisfied with somebody, you tell others, don't tell him. He will think he is just appreciating you, praising you like this. But if you are dissatisfied with me, you tell me. But most
Sir,
of the people
one thing, sir, one thing, ये कि मतलब एक किताब की मतलब मार्केट में क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर का किताब मिल सकता है क्या?
ये जरूर मिलता है, ये जरूर मिलता है.
क्योंकि हम लोग तो क्लास नहीं, मतलब डायरेक्ट क्लास तो नहीं कर पा रहे, जो ऑनलाइन में वही हो सकेगा, तो घर में भी तो पढ़ना पड़ेगा ना सर.
ऑनलाइन क्लासेस जो मेरा हो रहा है, you read it. For other classes also, I will tell you something, some idea I will give you. Why are you worried?
जी सर. Yes, sir. Yes, right.
According to units, I will give you the idea. I will give you the source. I will tell you the source from where you will get. Your work is
Yes,
complete.
Yes, sir.
We will do it very soon. Thank you very much.
I have one question.
Boliye.
Yeah, so like we talk about environmental law, right? So
Yeah.
So what will happen if that breaches the contract? So what's the maximum punishment, or how long we can lodge a complaint against that? Is there a time limit for that?
Yes, I will tell you, there are number of cases relating to environment pollution. Okay, so in the environment pollution, there is punishment also, and punishment is always in the form of a compensation. देखिए, there are number of cases, Tannery case, Bhopal gas leak tragedy case. So pollution, so punishment only in the form of money. Pay this money, and there is the time limit is, I tell you, there is a law of limitation. but this is discretionary. The court can entertain also if the matter is very important, matter is serious. Suppose time limit is already over, but it is still left to the court whether to entertain or not entertain. Since environmental pollution is definitely a serious matter, the court generally entertains. But I tell you one thing, when pollution is there, definitely you immediately lodge the complaint. Why should you delay? Okay, so we will discuss these things. I am trying my level best to invite a person who is expert in this line, and he will take a lecture of 1.5 hours on hour, and he will explain to you about the environment, and there is absolutely no problem for you to understand.
Okay.
Even
Is
I
this
can
the
also
same?
tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the same case for the agreement as well? I mean,
Pardon? Environmental management. In the environmental management, they have to know about the environment, and before a company is started, they take a clearance from the Environment Pollution Control Board. That itself is a contract.
okay.
That no. Look, contract is to do something and not to do something. What is a contract? A promise to do something and
No,
not to
Not
do
to
something.
do something.
Please remember this.
कर भी
A
सकते हैं नहीं
promise
भी कर
is
सकते
only to do. A promise is also made not to do.
but contract is always both side
No.
acceptance is very
Both,
mandatory. Yes, both
both.
sides. Yes.
A
Offer and
contract is
offer
a
is-
promise. In short, I will tell you, a contract is a promise to do something and not to do something. Finished. Full stop. A contract is a promise to do something and not to do something. Full
The
stop.
contract is a promise.
To do something or not to do something. और क्या? Only not to do नहीं, not to do also. Okay, beta.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.